All right, problem number 2. Mr. Gideon owns a large piece of land. The exact shape of his land is shown below. All sides of the property are the same length. As well as its shape, it has another interesting property. If you compute its perimeter in kilometers and its area in square kilometers, the results are the same. What is the perimeter of Mr. Gideon's property in meters? Well, let's take a look at this. We know that all of the sides are the same length. So we know that if this length here is x, and this length here is x, and this length here is x, and x. Okay, so I won't clutter it up with a lot of x's, but all of these little stair steps are all the same length, okay? And so all we would need to do to figure out the perimeter is just add up a bunch of x's, right? And then to find the area, we could divide this into squares, right? I could draw some lines coming down here. Not very I don't know why I have such trouble with this pen, but pretend these are straight lines and these are all squares, okay? But so you could see we could divide this property easily into x by x squares. Alright, so then the area of each one of the smaller squares is just x squared, right? So the area here is x squared, okay? Alright, so then it's just a matter of counting up all of these squares, alright? We have 1 square across this row, we have 3, we have 5, we have 7, and we have 5 and 3 and 7, okay? So 1 plus 2 plus 5, that's 9, right? And here's another 9, and then we have 7, okay? So that's 18 plus 7. So the area, let me just write that out here, area of the property is equal to 25x squared, right? So it's 25 times the x squared would give you the area of the total property, or the total area of the property, okay? Alright, so now let's figure out what the perimeter would be. Well, let's take a look at what we've got. I'm seeing, essentially we've got a distance here that's x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x. Did I get that right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7 lengths here. So you see what I'm just counting the vertical lengths here, 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 here. Actually, I could highlight them probably. Easy enough. Let me see. So I'm counting just the vertical pieces. Alright, that's not showing up very well. Alright, just the vertical pieces here, 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 here. Okay, so we have 7 verticals on this side, and we'll have 7 verticals on the other side too. So times 2, so we have 14 vertical pieces, okay? And we'll also have 14 horizontal pieces. So if I were to count the horizontal pieces, I'll use a different color here. You can see that we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horizontal pieces, and then there'll be 7 horizontal pieces on the top too. So again, we have 14 horizontal pieces and 14 vertical pieces, and so we can write that the perimeter is equal to 14 plus 14, which is 28, x, right? Not x squared, just x, right? So that's just counting up all the vertical and horizontal pieces, or the sides that make up this piece of property, okay? You could also start, say here and just count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go around and count them, and you should get 28 also. So So there we go. We've got the area and the perimeter. So we have expressions for those two things. And we're told that the perimeter in kilometers and the area in square kilometers are the same. So let's just set those equal to each other. So we have 25x squared is equal to 28x. Alright, so we can solve that, right? So we could, there's a couple different things we could do. We could divide by x because we know that x isn't 0. It shouldn't be 0. But it's generally not a good habit to divide by x because usually you don't know that it's not 0. So probably the best way to do it would just be to say 25x squared minus 28x is equal to 0, and then factor out an x, right? And we have 25x minus 28 is equal to 0. So x would have to be equal to 0. Whoops. X would have to be equal to 0 or what? It'd be 28 25ths, right? That would give you this. But you know, if it's a piece of property, 0 just doesn't make sense. It wouldn't be a property if it had a side length of 0. So this is our side length, and this is in kilometers, right? Because the perimeter in kilometers and the area in kilometers are the same. So we know that this is in kilometers. Now we could write that as 56 50ths or 112 hundredths, right? So that's 1.12 kilometers, all right, or 1120 meters. Okay, just multiplying by 1,000, because, and the reason I convert that to meters is because they ask for the perimeter in meters. Okay, so now that we have the perimeter in meters, or sorry, we don't have the perimeter in meters, we have the side length, we have the length of one side in meters, and now if we just take it times 28, so let's do that, times 28. Alright, let me scroll down and give myself some more room. We would get 16,980,00422, right? 063, carry the 1, that's 1, carry the 1. Okay, so it looks like we're at 31,360 meters is the perimeter. Let me rewrite that so it's a little neater. 31,360 meters is our perimeter in meters. All right?